Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. Welcome back to some more Total War Attila here today on the channel. Some border guards, some cohorts, and some small units here. Alright, let's have our first battle of the series. So as you guys come on in as well, if you haven't already left the stream a like, I'd really much appreciate it. Light, and then heavies. Well, we'll quickly just try and... Actually, I might get you guys to turn off fire and halt, because we might need them for the towers still. So we've absolutely decimated this cavalry unit, which is kind of crazy. Alright, they're currently skirmishing at the back. We don't have any skirmishers of our own. Sorry, we don't have any cavalry of our own to flank around. Okay, I suppose we try and... I'm trying to think what's the best way, because they're on loose formation now. So we can try and angle something like this. Maybe we're just better off advancing slightly. And we'll try and skirmish from the rear, I guess. Okay, maybe just try and surround them then. Alright, try and get around with these skirmishers if we can. Dude, these guys are dropping like flies. Holy shit. Okay, so surrounding them is working. Okay, they've now been crushed. Okay, the arrow towers are starting to hit us here now. I'm surprised how hyper-aggressive these guys were, to be fair. Not sitting back. Okay, we've got some units giving chase. Yeah, we'll continue to surround them. You go after them. But our Saxon boys are very ill-equipped. The general unit looks pretty pog. But everyone else is very, very lightly armored. Holy shit. Okay, so we surprisingly won that engagement when they charged. Interesting. And now we're just pushing after this last archer unit. We'll try and get some cinematic shots. But as our units are kind of terrible, we're going to have to be really quite protective of them. That guy just copped a spear to the back of the head. Oh, right. Through the chest. Well, nice. Let's end the battle there. Nice victory to start things off. Decisive victory, matter of fact. Alright, let's end the battle and continue. I think it's because these guys are at half health, and like a decent volley would probably take them out. Alright, let's fight this one on the battlefield. Something like that. Alrighty, let's move everyone up, eh? Let's have a bit of a look at some of these units, because that last battle was a little bit hectic. So here is the Saxons General Bodyguard. We have the Ram, slowly but surely moving on up. They are peppering us a little bit here, so we have to be a little bit careful. But here are the Romans, the last defenders of Aboricum. He looks quite cool. Alrighty, so we're already getting a little bit hit here, so let's try and hit back with some fire. We might be able to get a shot here. It just depends. We're slowly but surely moving up. Yeah, I can see why we needed those additional mercenary reinforcements, to be fair. So, that's a light unit. These guys are heavy. So maybe just switch to a standard shot if you hit this. You continue with the heavy shot here. And it's a pretty ambitious attempt, but they might be able to arc that enough. Like, can you? Let's give out some attack orders to see how we go. Like, you might... I don't know if you can, but you might come close. Yeah, some of them are... like, most of it's hitting the wall here. You can see, like, the spears falling off. But you might be able to get a rogue shot off. What about this one further back? Look, it's worth the attempt. Even if it's to drag some of the archer fire away. Yeah, no, they can't really get it up and over, I'm afraid. Some of them are clipping there as the best, so we're better off just to fire at that. Alright, we've lost 200 moving up. Oh, that's on fire, though. Oh, this is about to collapse and destroy the entire unit. Fuck. Some of them did get up there. Alright, let's move up. Okay. Once you're inside, make sure you give out some attack orders. Let's move our general unit up. Archers will swing to a heavy shot. Try and hit some of these units here. Alright, go after the skirmishers. The gateway has nearly been destroyed, and it has. So we're going to have to move the general unit up. Definitely. Okay, skirmishers as well. Try and get them involved. Maybe even try and move you here. Alright, maybe in hindsight I should have not even bothered with my skirmishers. Like using their ammunition to even try and attempt with that. We might have been more better off actually swinging them around and trying to get them to skirmish. But yeah, these Saxon units are very trash tier. What do you expect tier 1 Attila units to be? It's just a little bit of a juxtaposition to get used to because... Well, let me think. So for the past 5 years I've either been playing Age of Charlemagne, 1212 AD, the Age of Justinian, which is a little bit more sort of high Middle Ages. This is technically dark, isn't it, if we're starting at like 400 AD. We are going to win, but it will be at a decent cost, as the general unit's all that's remaining. But sieges are probably not our bread and butter as the Saxons. We have lost 500 men, but we've taken about 500 of theirs. To be fair as well, this is a defensive siege at the end of the day, so we will always inflict more casualties. Okay, probably try and stop some of that fire, because it's just friendly fire at the moment. Alright, so I suppose there's one unit here somewhere that we can't see. Well, let's move everyone up. There's even some Roman inhabitants back towards the main town square, which is cool. Alright, let's try and speed things up. And maybe unloose this. Hang on. If I can move you back down here. Try and move them in. Alright, let's go for the town square, because I imagine that's where the last unit is defending it. Okay, maybe just form up and we'll try and get our skirmishers over there to help. Oh, so it's actually a heavier spear unit, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. Dude, the range on that tower, what the hell? Kind of crazy. So they are going to charge us here. Okay, so maybe we're better off just to try and wrap completely around. So move like this way more. General unit, you need to move here. Make sure everyone gives out attack orders. Oh, there we go, hitting them from all sides. So it's actually the general unit there, which is interesting. Alright, try and move the skirmishers here like this. So, the Romans are going to try and give one last late charge. Oh my god, this poor Roman officer here getting stabbed under the wing. And we've won. So it was worth manually playing that one. Cool. Let's end the battle there. Close victory. The garrisons don't help us. That's the main thing. We're heavily outnumbered. They've got a catapult unit. And we have like hardly any infantry here. We can sally forth. I'm not going to do that. So let's fight this one on the battlefield. Maybe we're nearly better off being a horde faction. I don't know. A big F. Yeah, it's about to be. These guys are just going to get pummeled because of that as well. Oh! Carnage. At this stage, we just need to try and take out as many of them as possible. Buggered. Saxons are not easy to play. Some people said they were at the start. But, like I said, I haven't played Attila mostly vanilla in like 7 years, so I have no idea how this campaign's meant to go. But that's the enjoyment of it. Sort of just try and see how we go. Fucking YOLO it. They really should be moving back, if anything. Like, try and fire into that. You're firing into this. Right, move back to the town square. Why are they all running that way?
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing. Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
This is the first time you're going to see me lose a battle. Probably in this campaign. I lose plenty of battles. Don't you worry about that.
The tower is nothing but ash now.
As long as we can take out a decent amount, I'll be happy. But not much you can do about this. Only 200, yeah.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Yeah, fuck. Oh, fantastic. There we go. Damn. Well, unfortunately, we lost the son and heir. King Guis is gonna get revenge, I guess. Let's fight this one on the battlefield. And hopefully this is the last of the Romans in Britain. I knew they had an army nearby. I had a sneaky suspicion that they either had a full stack or half a stack. This was the army that was here. I guess they were preoccupied. We just need to get this cavalry around enough to hit those onagers. But the Romans, their last stand here in Britannia, they're going to make us work for it. Dude, these onagers are really quite good. They're just so expensive. Alright, maybe try and wrap around here. What's this? Light melee cavalry. Or maybe we just charge against them. We probably should be able to beat them. Even if we can't get the onagers there. Alright, let's give out some attack orders. And then we'll try and wrap with the rest. Same with you here as well. Try and get those skirmishes here, more so on the flanks. Oh, we actually won that light engagement there. Let's move the general up as well. We might even chuck a war cry or something on. Alright, you go for this then. Wrap around. Just need to keep wrapping. This should be a good charge against these onagers. Nice. Couple moving parts in this. So you need to go here. Oh, skirmish that then. You need to be here more. Flanking and getting skirmisher flanks is the bet. You need to be way up here. Try and hit into this. You skirmish that. Alright, bowman. Fire into that. Hitting from the sides and rear is the best. There we go. Perfect. Already routing. Okay. You try and hit into this. And then you guys try and clip over here. There we go. Wavering a little bit slightly, but that's because of the general's bodyguard there. What do they got? Palatine guards. Okay, maybe just target them then. Okay, this unit seems to be coming out here. Or maybe try and get some of the skirmishers to hit that then. Sassanid Empire is the easiest. That's another good shout. The Sassanid Empire is probably the safest because you're at the edge of the map there. I still haven't been able to drop that war cry ability here.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Okay, we're chipping away at their general. Ooh, okay.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Maybe we need to cycle charge slightly into this, perhaps. The only thing about this is just friendly fire, which I do have to be a little bit concerned with.
Our men have rallied.
Maybe we should better off to get the skirmishers to hit these cohorts here. Okay, they're now broken, which is fine. Slurp. Is that what we're doing? Slurping? Is that what you want me to do? I don't know why I fuck. Red Slurp did it. Okay, just seems to be their general's bodyguard here. Oh, they're now crushed. Perfect. Hit these guys here then. Awesome, they're in a full retreat. Maybe save some of this cavalry. Awesome, the general's now dead. Alright, get these skirmishers to stop fire at will. And we've destroyed this Roman legion. Shame his son had to die because of it. So we've got 4,000 Saxons descending upon about 2,000 Romans in Normandy. Let's seize Normandy for the Anglo-Saxons before William the Conqueror. Maybe it's these archers? I don't know. I just thought they would be able to engulf that arrow tower significantly more. Let's speed things up slightly. Okay, we've won that engagement there. I suppose we just move to something like this. We didn't even need those skirmishers here, so they probably can still go back up over here. And we'll try and form these guys here. Alright, we've got 56 minutes, so maybe we just speed things up slightly in this battle. And... oh! Yep, the watchtower's being engulfed now. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of RNG. So let's swing you left, and we'll try and go for the secondary tower. And you know what? Let's move these skirmishers here. Let's slightly advance. Because you know what? We might actually be able to skirmish down and over here. Love the stream so far. Thanks, Mummy Napkin. I appreciate you. Fuck me, that name. Gets me every time. Alright, let's go for this arrow tower now. And I suppose we just... well, we've got to keep the general kind of safe, so we're going to have to keep his self-preservation slightly. And grab these guys and get something like that. We might actually be able to get these slingers to arc their shots down here and hit someone. Move them closer, the archers. Yeah. You're not wrong. But I also don't want to be in range. But in saying that, it will increase their accuracy, eh? I do believe as well we should be, like, really trying to burn this territory, because we do actually get a bonus to burning and raising settlements. Look at that. That's a really cool shot. Wow. The fire effects in this game are probably the best in Total War. Like, seriously. They're so fucking good. Alright, we've got a cavalry unit moving out here, but they only seem to be scouts, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Maybe let's let them fire. What? Why were they on... did I misclick there? I must have. I was like, how could they possibly be on Melee mode. Okay, let's speed things up again. Yeah, why are they moving so damn close? Are you still attacking the watchtower, fellas? There we go. These skirmishers should be hitting these guys here, though. Oh god, they just smashed them. Just need to watch if any of these guys charge. Oh, perfect. We're just taking our time in this siege. I might actually be able to move you... Ooh, I might be able to move you here. 44% fire damage. Maybe slightly advance you guys more as well. Try and hit that. Right, skirmishers. I was going to say, if you can, like... Maybe we're actually better off being down here. How are we going, casualties-wise? Oh, we've lost a pittance. Only 100. Unfortunately, probably going to run out of archer fire. Opinion on 3k. I've said it plenty of times. Not my type of game. I did one campaign, I had fun. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the time period. I played a Dongzhou campaign, I had fun with that, but I don't know. I think I've come to accept that just some games aren't my games. Like, the same topic with CK3. It's not a bad game. I just don't know if I have fun in, or enjoyment in playing the Grand Campaign. I think that's fine. Okay. Well. Oh shit, what's getting hit here? Oh, now they're at fuck. Yeah, we maybe just charge here then. Even though there's an arrow tower there. Why are you going so close to them though? Needing to skirmish, like what? Alright, let's give out some attack orders here. Now, it's actually not too bad doing the half charge there. So we're essentially fighting remnants of Western Romans here. They seem to have a lot of their equipment, essentially. Alright, skirmishing well here. Watch out for that unit if it comes super close to you, though. This arrow tower is nearly under our control. Watch out here, though. Alright, let's sit here and get this tower under our control. We're nearly out of ammunition, to be honest. But, no, the ins and outs of Three Kingdoms, I don't really know. I didn't really play the game that much. But I don't know. Time periods can really sort of carry Total Wars for me. Like, if I'm craving an 1800s like British Empire campaign or like a colonial conquest campaign, I'm gonna play Empire. Like, there's very rare games that can... There's very rarely other games that can sort of capture the same experience, even though there's a lot of criticism to Empire. But Darthmod, I would recommend it a lot. But I don't know. I play and spend time on games that I enjoy. But I don't know, maybe you're a huge Dynasty Warriors fan, I don't know. Maybe you like 3K. And you're really into Chinese or Japanese history. Doesn't mean you can't enjoy the game. Alright. Let's move into the town square. I might even send some of these guys down here. Like, I played this game because I haven't played Attila in a while. It's been like 7 years. And I was kind of surprised that I've never played as the Saxons. And I was like, oh. Forging, building, Anglo-Saxon Britain. I think that sounds fucking cool. Even though so far the public order's been kind of iffy. But maybe we just need to get a mod for that next stream. They'll fix it in like 2 seconds. Alright, let's get the town square. There we go. Or maybe even like a settlement mod. Most of the save stuff in Attila is save game compatible anyway. Alright, let's end the battle. Decisive one. Good. Good result. Oh well. Let's fight this one. Warhammer 40k RTS. Grand campaign, no I haven't played it. Alright, hitting them from the side is interesting. Maybe you try and hit this. Alright, here comes a frontal charge. Alright, they're not buckling. Alright, break out of formation. Same with you. Swing around here. Actually, you need to go for the general unit. We're better off trying to snipe that. Alright, get these skirmishers to hit that. Yeah, we were just straight up better manually playing this one, eh? Against these Roman rebels and rabble. Yeah, let me know in the comments. What do you guys usually play vanilla Attila on? Like, what difficulty? Maybe you need to play it on, like, normal / hard campaign and then, like, put the battles up. Like, so it might be kind of like some of those mods. Like, some mods you actually need to play on normal, like DEI. Because the shit is, like, balanced for that. Like, I don't know. I knew it'd be kind of like this, but... not this fucking crazy. In such the anti-empire sort of thing. I don't know. Interesting experience. Still enjoying it though. Something different. Yeah, let's fight this one. Let's have a siege. Even though this is a clear-cut auto-resolve. Let's have a battle. Let's fucking do it. The wealth and resources and the plunder to Britannia. But yeah. I don't know. I kind of thought the Western Roman Empire would be slightly more resilient. Dude, these guys have got like darts at us. Let's see if the Byzantines can hold off against the Saracens, yeah. Essentially, what are they called? Sassanids, yeah. They're a pretty good campaign. Okay, we're slightly getting skirmished there. So maybe just switch the round quickly and hit a standard shot at the very light bowman. Okay, thankfully it's kind of pissing down with rain, so their flammable rounds are not gonna be not gonna be that effective. Get fucking tongue-tied. Dude, look at that arc. Holy shit. Look at that. That looks beautiful. Holy shit. It's like a shooting star. Alright, still slowly but surely moving on up. They're chipping away at us. We are currently trading with them, but we're only just doing a standard round. Alright. We've got some bright... Wait, no, hang on. I want to get this unit. There we go. We've got some brave Saxon boys. Some Saxon chads moving on up. Plumbata are the name of those darts. Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not the most knowledgeable about late Roman Empire equipment. Comitatenses, cataphractari. That's as about all I know. That's all you can get from me. Right, let's charge on in. Drop that. Plubanari, I think there's one of them as well. Alright, let's move up and in. Alright, let's swing around. Skitari swordsman is another one, isn't it? Alright, let's get stuck in. Yeah, so what are we going to do with this settlement, fellas? Are we going to loot, sack it, blow it up? I don't know. Alright, swarming everyone in. Yeah, archers. I don't know if this loose formation is worth it, eh? Maybe just go something like that. You go like this. It's very hard to see, very low visibility. Our arrows will blot out the sun. Something like that, yeah. I guess the Romans could no longer afford peeler. Yeah. I suppose so. I don't know. Didn't they have some sort of not peeler? I think they actually did. I could be wrong. I remember watching some video about it. That I think they actually did have slightly more spears and throwable spears in the late Roman imperial roster, I believe. Because you can kind of tell, like, most of these armies now are actually more comitatenses. They're actually more like heavy spearmen, so I think it was just because it was just more useful with the cavalry armies that they were facing so much in the barbarians. They might not have had peeler per se, but they definitely had more spears about. Okay, we're advancing well here. Lost about 500 in offensive siege. They got about 800. If we could keep that a little bit lower, that would be ideal. Alright, let's try and get these archers to hit these guys further to the back. And I suppose let's just start speeding things up. And then we'll eventually make our way into the town square. Which I would assume is probably where their general unit is. Alright, probably keep you out of this. And we'll try and move our skirmishers up. We'll see how we go. Sack if wealthy, yeah. I think just whatever we can generate the most amount of money with. Okay, so they have got Western Auxilia Palantina. Yeah, that's it. Like the Palantina units. Like this is like a spear unit per se. Actually, maybe we let it come out. Yeah, there we go. Because if it was sitting there in a formation, it would actually be kind of hard to hit. So let's try and surround it with our Saxon boys. Dude, look how like lightly armored this guy might as well just have a dagger, and her might as well just be wearing a cloth and some dagger. How did these fuckers take down the Roman Empire? Holy shit. Just like looking at the equipment here. We might as well just be peasants. You might actually be more effective bringing a pitchfork. Fucking A, man. Alright, let's move on in. Let's end it there. Decisive victory. Hell yeah, brothers. Fight this one on the battlefield, I guess. The Saxons in the boot of Italy. Might try and get the general to hit that, maybe. Right, you flank around here. Skirmishers. Maybe swing something like that. Wrap around there. You go here. Alright, we're engaging them fine. Pivot. Wrap around. Get the archers to hit this unit that's turning its back to me. Are we on heavy shot? We are. Skirmishers. Fire into this cluster. Get the general up here to go with a war cry. Yep, form up with a formation there if you can. Oh, you're really hitting those general units. We'll just continue the flank here. Jeez, they're firing up there. Alright, they've capitulated. Continue to go into this. Just need to get these guys to delay. Oh, dude, we're smashing them from the rear there. There we go. Continue to crush them. Perfect. They're running away. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to chase them down. Although there's going to be a slight amount of friendly fire there. Hitting them with heavy shot from behind is going to be the play. Your chat disconnected. Please wait while we try to reconnect you. What? I've never seen that before. Since when could chat disconnect? Are you all good? Yeah.
The men are broken and are fleeing.
Okay, so maybe we need to fire into this. Right, you swing this way. Okay, we've won the first initial fight. We just need to now deal with this.
A unit has fired all of its ammunition.
Yep, no, yo. Alright, try and flank around with you. Send a unit to give chase after them. Because those skirmishers are probably what are hurting us here. Let's switch to a standard shot. Yeah, because we want to try and hit them.
The enemy is going for our general.
We need to get that war cry going. Oh, dude, you're fighting uphill against these Germanic hunters. Really, you're fighting some of your own brethren up here. Okay, we phased them out. Swing this way. Oh, archers need to be here. Oh, we're struggling to push these guys for whatever reason. Ooh, okay, they're really struggling. I think this reinforcing army is actually better. Get those guys here. Swing over here to help out. We haven't got the general unit in. I don't think we're going to need him. You're pushing up here, fine. You need to be hitting this. What the hell? Okay, thankfully we outnumber them 2-1. I think for the Saxons, it's a bit like numerical supremacy.
Running for their lives.
Like over good units. Like quite literally quantity over quality. The adage. Alright, try and hit them. Okay, they're now routing. Hi Nathan, how you doing? Chat seems to be working. Yeah, I don't know. It just went. I've never seen that before, ever. Maybe YouTube had a brain fart or something. What would make the chat disconnect?
A unit is running from the enemy.
Strange. Because everything seems fine on my end. Okay, now we're in a retreat.
Victory. This is your day.
Let's try and run down as many of them as we can. Because the only thing now is dealing with the settlement itself. Hopefully we haven't lost too many. We might need... yeah. We'll see how we go. We actually need to get rid of more of those reinforcing units than the... like these units here. We don't have any cavalry. We could have really used some of those. They're just so expensive. They really could have helped us running down some of the enemy combatants here. Naval units. Alright. Let's fight this one. Okay, what I should do is actually get flammable shots and we go over here and we actually try and take out the onagers from over here. Yo, some OG Attila. Yep, we're playing a grand campaign on Attila. And it's fun, challenging, but it's kind of fun. And you guys seem to be really enjoying it as well. So thank you for all the support here today. We're still going for a little bit longer. I'm feeling it. I do tend on my first parts of live streams to go as long as I can. Okay, how effective are these archers actually? Oh God, I don't even know if it's like worth doing that. Alright, try and swing around against you. Okay, we're surrounding them brilliantly. How many have we chipped away at? Okay, 400 or so. It's not too bad. Maybe go with a flam... yeah, go with a loose formation and move... oh God, I don't think it's worth it. Try and go as close up as you can, though. I just don't know if we're going to be able to engulf them with flames. Right, let's speed things up slightly. Okay, so they are taking fire damage. Alright, they're fully capitulated. So that's the main thing, it's the... oh, mate. Fuck, they're actually targeting the general. Oh shit, I didn't even see that there. Okay. Let's target this. That ship's moving back. What's this unit? I didn't even see that. Drop a war cry though. Yeah, we are using flammable shot, but I'm just trying to think, are we better off to use a standard shot to take out the crew? I don't know. If I saw something like that, my instant instinct would be to use a flammable round of the chance of actually catching the boat alight. Alright, let's properly surround this unit and try and flank it. Alright, let's try and surround this dude properly. Right, let's swarm on in. So there seems to be some skirmishes. And a couple units inside, nothing too crazy. Quite ambitious for these guys to come out and try and contend with us, to be fair. Okay, so we lost about 500. Oh, they're starting to disembark. Interesting, okay. They're being crushed. I suppose you skirmish then, eh? We switched to a standard round because there's no point of using flammable now that you're disembarked, let's say. So let's try and kite them a bit. Let's try and get some good volleys off, fellas. Okay, some of them are trying to make their way in. I think only the cavalry is going to make them there. Make it there to get them. Okay. 8 minutes is absolutely nothing. Now we can swing around and try and take the city. My general is a little bit compromised, but that's okay. Alright, so there should be... what? 200 here? Let's work it out. So what's inside? Okay, so there's probably one more unit that we can't see. Let's speed things up. Some are tired, some of them are fresh. Let's once again move you back to the battering ram. Might do the same with you here as well. Let's go with a loose formation. We kind of want to move up in one cohesive attack. We might actually move the archers up and try and sacrifice them, as these arrow towers are going to absolutely shred through us. Because there's 3 of them here. It's going to be tough. Alright. Just want to make sure everyone's... Most of these guys are fresh. Except for these guys here, they're tired. Alright, let's give out some attack orders and go. Move the battering ram with them, and we'll try and go something like this. Where is the point where they can get shot? So here. So let's march up. Same with the king as well. Pretty good fight. This is what I kind of expected the siege of Rome to potentially be. Well, we've destroyed the navy. And some of the units out here. Dude, this is like a bloody pizza oven here. Looks awesome. Wait, hang on, where'd my mouse go? Okay. I suppose we give out some attack orders here. I don't know how well they're going to go. It's just basically to draw some of the fire away. Good morning from Malta, lads. 3 AM here. Some late Total War action. Yeah, I know it's getting late, Harold. Especially for Europeans. The Yanks that are watching us, it's not too bad for them. But yeah, I do appreciate all the support. I know it's late. It's currently 10:30 here in the morning for me. I can't imagine what it is in some parts of the world. Alright, let's move up here. So we are successfully dragging some of the arrow fire away. But like I said, our
men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
battering rams are not getting hit, which is the main thing. Alright, you can drop this and move back. But yeah. We'll try and break down the gate. But I live stream. Oh, we're in. Hell yeah. Let's march in then. Let's go, go, go. But yeah, stream times. I stream 5:30 Melbourne time daily, 8:30 London time, 3:30 PM New York, 12:30 PM LA, and it's 8:30 PM London. No worries, mate. Always learning off you. Good luck. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, even I've been learning in this campaign just on the fly. It's been a thought-provoking campaign, to say the least. Yeah, I guess we can use some of these guys in some sort of capacity. skirmishers. There we go, the towers are now gone.
Enemy troops are at the walls.
But I'm hoping as well, maybe you guys are going to go and start your own
Our men have
Total War
rallied.
Attila campaign. See how you fare with the Saxons on very hard, very hard. I'll be curious to know how you guys go.
Damn you.
Okay, they're now crushed. Go for something like this. Make sure these guys fully capitulate. Alright. So there should only be 100, which is a unit probably hiding in the town square, you would imagine. Okay, it's probably worth just to go there now. Just trying to get away from that arrow tower as quickly as possible. We might actually need the general for this, because that's quite a juicy unit there. Like, definitely swing around this way. We want to try and flank them, because breaking that, we're not going to have time. Oh no, we're good. It's just hitting it from multiple angles is the thing. There we go. We got him.
Victory. This is your day.
Alright, let's end the battle there. Close victory, hell yeah. For him, on his Western Roman Empire Italian Crusade if we lose. Alright, let's get some shots off if we can. Saxons at the ready. Can you fire? How are you not firing? There we go. Alright, now they're starting to come. %20 fire damage as well. You do have skirmish mode on, so maybe you need to move back now. Cavalry's ready to go. Maybe you need to be more so here. Our general's fine. Might slightly move him up. Here they come. Right, let's give out some attack orders here. Let's switch to a heavier round. We actually might need to get everyone over here.
The enemy has discovered our hidden troops.
This is where we can win or lose this. Hopefully we can pull it off. I told you to switch you around, didn't I? I have. They might have had a couple stuff there. Oh, they're now capitulated. Perfect. I want to try and flank, but they are spearmen here. Maybe if they're a little bit seasick and they're forming up. We just need to cycle charge that, I think. Perfect. We're winning here. You need to be flanking hard. They've capitulated. Go here to help. Oh yeah, get all my skirmishers here to target that general unit. Holy shit. Alright, maybe we cycle charge this again. 128 before the initial charge. Let's see how we go again. Good. Got some energy about that. Okay, so about 30 or so. We go again. Don't give chase to that unit. Okay, the cycle charge is working. Their onagers don't seem to be hitting me at all. I don't even know where the fuck they are. Maybe they deployed in. Let's go drop a war cry on the general. And let's cycle charge again for a third time. Okay, they are maintaining in some awkward areas here, which is not good. We're not really winning there either. Alright, we got some skirmishes here. Ugh, maybe try and plug that. Oh, God. We are routing in some unfortunate areas here. Yeah, still skirmish that. Wrap around this.
Units have rallied and returned to the battle.
Maybe if we can pin them, we might be able to cycle charge them, perhaps.
Our men have regrouped.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, still try and skirmish the general. Alright, we've pinned them there. Maybe we cycle charge into that. It might make the difference.
Our men return to their general has been killed.
Still trying to skirmish after their general. I suppose we go again. It's going to be a tough one. Oh, perfect. They've capitulated. We'll swing everyone in. Hopefully if we throw everyone in, we might win here. Oh, they won there. Perfect. We'll go for this one then. Fuck. Still target the general. They are moving some of their cavalry out because they know they're losing this engagement here. Okay, maybe advance with the cavalry and try and hit these guys that are up here. If they're fine. The reinforcements are coming. I don't know what we're going to be able to do about them though. We need to win this decisively before we even look. Alright, maybe just keep moving up. Okay, we won there. Reform up here now, quick. Yeah, work your way up. There we go. Yeah, continue to just like fucking kite them. Actually, get the cavalry. What are we looking at? 57. Okay, it is winnable. We outnumber them numerically. Just need to get rid of this general unit. We'll be laughing. Need to watch out for our general though. He's under attack, obviously. Oh, we won that. Perfect. Oh, no. Here we go. We got some venomous volleys coming in. There we go. Bring it down. Alright, watch out for this charging me. Oh, and them as well. Like, form up, form up, form up.
The men are running. Stand and fight, damn you.
Okay, they're coming in. Dude, I know you're exhausted. Just hold on a little bit longer. Alright, these are light units, except for them. Alright, let's push over there. Hit this spear unit coming in, I think. Cavalry, let's look to flank.
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
48. Yep, they've capitulated. Swing around. Oh god, they came back. Fuck. We want to try and hit their bowmen though. Right, try and form up something like that. Get the general higher up. Let's do a war cry. We're still skirmishing there. Alright, let's try and hit this unit. Surround.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
Okay, move out. Come on, move, move, move. Fuck, this is intense. Hit that. Fucking move. Dude, my forces are so depleted. Oh my god. Alright, make sure you're hitting them. Watch out for this coming in.
Our men have rallied.
Hit that unit that's trying to hit you there. Oh no! The catapults are hitting me. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Let's send a cavalry unit up there to deal with it. You charge into that, you're gonna have to. Or you guys go into this. Oh no, the cavalry capitulated. There we go. Right. Yeah, you go up there and try and run it at it. No. Dude, the catapults are going to capitulate us. We gotta fucking stop it. Maybe the general goes for it. Alright, they stopped firing.
The enemy has killed our general.
Oh shit, our general's fallen. No, we lost the king. Alright, come back. Oh no, we might have just lost. Fuck.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. The men are broken and running for their lives.
No! Fuck! Shit, man. Archers and cavalry probably are equaled. They do have more infantry though. There's not much really we can do with this. Alright, let's fight this one on the battlefield. What the fuck? Our first spectating battle of the series. It's like a battle replay. The Battle of Tarentum, 402 AD. There we go. Alright. So how have they done this? So they've just gone with the front line skirmish to the front. They're actually flanking quite well. I'm curious to see if they can wrap around better. Like, they're both going for it. They're both like mirroring movements. Okay, so we've got some light Frankish units against the medium shock. If they can get some nice high ground, that would be good. Yeah, there's not really much we can do with my infantry unit. Okay, so they're trading. They might win on this right flank. They're probably going to lose here. The Roman front line and the Frankish are now clashing. Nice. Jeez, that guy copped a spear to the head, then got taken out himself. Yeah, if they win this engagement here, they're probably going to flank quite hard against them. Oh, they're winning there, though. They're bringing up some more spearmen. I'm going to try and hightail my unit here. Attila being made more of a survival game compared to Rome 2 being a kingdom builder. Yeah, I've reiterated those same sort of sentiments before. Okay, looking at the tick rate. 300 the Allies have lost. 400. I think they're going to win this. We might be able to get our spear infantry there. We'll see how we go. Oh, they've managed to recover there. It's interesting that they're actually bringing up spear units to try and help. Kind of cool. Bit of a change of pace. Seeing the Franks play and battle this one out. Yeah, well now that they've done this, maybe we are better off. We can't really hold it though. We might be able to just replenish and repair. Maybe we head back up there. If they win. I think they're good. Okay, they're phasing these guys out. Okay, I think the Franks have won now. It looks like the Roman center has capitulated. I doubt they're slingers. The Romans, that is, are going to be able to hold on. Their cavalry is now retreating there through the center. I suppose we go over here to help. The enemy general is dead. Unless they get severely kited, they should be okay. Virasilo, let's push for him. And they're gone. Well, let's speed things up. I do believe that they have some cavalry somewhere. Shit. I guess we corner camp. I don't know. We might be able to grub them. Alright, that's fine. Has Attila been born yet? Yeah. Maybe just try and fire into that. Your streams make my day, mate. Thank you. Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate that. That was very nice of you to say. Okay, let's try and get this cavalry in. Yeah, these guys are not really holding.
The battle is no longer enough.
Our skirmishers just got absolutely fucking minced there. Maybe we try and go for some of these skirmishes here.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Alright, try and go for them. Try and hold there. Yeah, keep going after their skirmishers. Dude, we're making them go into skirmish mode quite well here. Maybe pivot here. Look, we might not win this one, but we're going to be able to take out heaps of them. We might just grief them enough so that our allies carve apart their kingdom. Maybe. Dude, some of them are routing there.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display. We've revealed their deception. Enemy units have rallied and returned to the...
Alright, plug this gap there with them. We have taken out 1,000. I don't know if it's going to be enough though. I might slightly move the general up. Yeah, I guess we just continue to fire into this. They're not really skirmishing there, so I guess we just move you up. Dude, we are chipping away at them, though. I just don't know for how much longer. Well, you're tying down units here, so maybe we need to move one of these guys over here and still, like, hold that. I think eventually it's gonna break through.
broken and are fleeing.
Like, we're gonna have to move the general unit up here.
The men are
Yeah, I don't think this was
running
winnable,
for their
but
lives.
this is probably the best that what we could have done.
Enemy unit. Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
Yeah, well, I suppose we just traded, really. With them. Dude, I'd be fucking annoyed if I lost 2,000 in that. That should have been like
Men have rallied.
only 1,000 loss for them, really. Dude, the fucking madness down in here. Well, hopefully we've kicked off the sort of barbarian invasion of the Eastern Roman Empire, eh? Right, let's just attack
The men are
to get this battle over and done with.
fleeing. A unit is running from the enemy.
Decisive defeat. Yeah, we just fucking traded. karma, I guess. Alright, let's fight this one on the battlefield. Alright, let's get all of these axemen here to properly flank. Alright, and they're charging against me here. Let's give out attack orders. And then flank. Flank like your life depends on it. Oh my god. There's just so many moving parts in this. Alright, give chase there. Everyone needs to be running. Perfect. Right, wrap around. Move the general units a little bit closer here. Just to help on out. Alright, you flank for that. Maybe get these guys to go there. There we go, come on. Once these axemen get to something like this, they're going to have so much fun. And if you're wavering there, you flank here. Send you down here to stop you charging. Our skirmishers should be on skirmish mode, but they also should be up a bit more. Alright, they've now capitulated. So just make your way down the front line. Perfect. Go for that then. Go for that then. You go for this. My cavalry is being crushed by theirs, I suppose. Maybe try and go back for this catapult unit. Yep, and continue to make your way down the front line, like I said. Perfect. They've capitulated. Alright, you go after that. Make your way down here. Let's make our way down this front line. Oh my god, look at that. The Scots and the Saxons. Going toe to toe. Absolute carnage and mayhem. Yeah, so flank down here then. Nice high ground charge. Oh my god. Perfect. General unit, I suppose you hit him from all sides. Hit the catapult crew, you need to be down here. God. There's so much stuff to micro, holy fuck. But if we're successful here today, they're even throwing axes, which is cool. The warband, as they charge on in. Oh my god! That guy just copped a fucking leg to the old mush. Got some war dogs there. So, that's 2 full Scottish stacks capitulated. And then we can take their territory in Cornwall, which is already kind of stupid that they had that and stole that from us, to be fair. And then we've got to take their Germanic territory. Alright, let's just speed things up slightly. The enemy general is now dead. I suppose our cavalry should be able to finish off the last of these guys as well. Fear the Saxon onslaught, fellas. Just this last unit here of berserkers. They're probably going to fight to the bitter end, you would imagine. Can berserkers even retreat? Look at him still going. A lot of them fighting to the absolute bitter end. Enraged with mushroom power, I suppose. Okay, let's speed things up. I've been on the Empire 2 mod. I miss 40 unit battles. They look so epic. Attila is a good looking game. Yeah, it is, especially with the graphics and reshade mods that I'm using. The micromanagement, yeah, it's a little bit hard. Do I have allies? Yeah, we're portraying a lot of them. Can you do 3 kingdoms? No. I'm not doing 3 kingdoms anytime soon. He's built Germanic NATO. Yeah, it's something like that. He stabbed with an axe. Yep. Could you imagine getting stabbed with an axe? Shit would be brutal as hell. Alright, decisive victory. Yep, let's fight this one. I haven't played a... we could slightly advance the king. Maybe even my cavalry as well. There might be an opportunity for us to bring them in. Alright, let's move on in. Skirmishes, maybe try and hit that. There's no way around that way anyway. Oh, they actually seem to be chucking a fair few in. Oh my god, that's a crazy Onager shot from the gods there. Alright, let's hack and slash our way on in. Into the meat grinder. Yeah, maybe try and skirmish back. Dude, that's a hell of a shot. Oh my god. Okay, you attack this. You attack that. And then just try and get these guys, like, just through. Cavalry, anti-fatigue. Yeah, I guess we might as well chuck this, like, stuff it. Alright, slingers. We'll try and hit further at the back, maybe even here as well. Hopefully we can advance through this, and they don't make us grind through this offensive too long. To be fair, like, it is quite dark in this. Like, I can't see shit. I kind of wish there was, like, a weather thing. Like, I guess it's kind of gritty and gloomy. But maybe I need a mod to, like, always have perfect clear skies. Because it just looks better on, like, the YouTube video. Okay, they're now running back. Still continuing to try and punch on through. How are we going? Looking at the tick rate. Okay, so we've only lost about 200 while we've killed about 200 of them. You can kind of see, if you're losing 1 or 2 compared to like 3, 4 of them, we should be okay. That's a fantastic shot there, though. Oh my god, where's that coming from? Is that coming from here? Where is that? I can't even see. It's here. This guy's getting some crazy shots off. Holy hell. Right, they've punched through. Dude. We are going to win this one, but it's just going to be a matter of time. Let's move the general up to help. Yeah, we just were better off to auto-resolve. It's a fine line with, like, wanting to play, but, like, not auto-resolving everything as well. Good. I think we've finally punched on through. Holy hell, fellas. Alright, let's break down that barricade and make our way up. Let's move the general unit in as well. We lost about 800 in that push. Crikey. So what's left? 160, so it's probably a general unit up there. Although there's a barricade here, which is kind of annoying. Oh, I was going to say we're going to be able to make quick work of it. And we sure as shit did. Alright, let's move the cavalry up here as well to try and help out. Yeah, I don't reckon there's 160 between the ballista crew. I still believe there's a unit still here hanging around and about. Alright, we're getting this capture point. How exhausted are our infantry? Oh, they're actually a little bit shaken, surprisingly. I suppose the fighting was quite fierce. Okay, and then there's a light spear unit here. Move the general up. Alright, let's continue to charge. Alright, they're skirmished. We might even skirmish against just the general unit real quick here. With our cavalry. Perfect. Move back. Actually, you just move to the arrow tower and cap it, and we'll get everyone else to go in here. And make sure the general's up here somewhere to help. Tower's gone. Yep, now they've capitulated. Decisive victory, hell yeah. That's in the battle. We outnumber them by about 500. They got some Celtic levies, some bowmen and brigands as well. Alrighty, let's fight this one on the battlefield, eh? Travis Fimmel's performance. Just like the way he like... I've seen like videos and I've seen stuff like his performances. He just like... It's kind of just so Australian. Like just the way he like naturally acts and fidgets and like... I saw something like... There's one scene in Vikings where he walks into the hall and he like pets a lamb... Holds it, picks up the kid. Like, he's actually, like, you actually believe that he's Ragnar. Instead of, like, walks in, sits down on the chair. He does all this, like, lively stuff. Like, actors, like, really, and, like, I guess directors really, really like him. Have I watched Peacemaker? Yeah, that's a pretty wild show. That's actually pretty good. I'm not the biggest fan of those DC shows normally. Arrow was good for, like, one season. Then it went into hot garbage. I watched a little bit of The Flash, and that's fucking hell. I guess it's not really DC, it's CW or whatever. Did you watch the Champions League final? No, I didn't. I was actually streaming when it was on. I don't know, I'm kind of burnt out on soccer at the moment. I could kind of give less of a fuck of it at the moment. As soon as when AFL comes around, I'm more into that. I'll be watching more of the footy. Like, I don't mind Real, but I could care less about Liverpool. Alright, let's just use up all this available ammunition. Perfect. Okay, let's advance to about here, and we'll try and skirmish the rest in this garrison. But I did see that Nottingham Forest got promoted, which is kind of funny. The Flash was good for the first season, went downhill. Yeah, I don't know if I even liked it, really. To be honest, I just sort of watched it because other family members were watching. It was just on. I actually liked the character development of Ragnar. Yeah, it's good. I don't know, man. That Flash first season is kind of shit as well. When he's fighting like a goo monster. I do like the... I don't know. I'm not the biggest sort of comic book guy, to be honest. I'm not into superheroes and stuff. However, that Zoom character was kind of cool. The stuff I saw of that. When he goes and breaks all those fucking cops' necks. When he fucking goes into the coffee shop, that was mental. Peaky Blinders, never watched it. I've heard it's good. Peaky Blinders. There's too many shows. Alright, let's just try and start skirmishing into this. Maybe we move further up, because these guys do have some of their own limited skirmisher capacity. It's nearly impossible to make a superhero show on cable budget that doesn't suck. Yeah. I don't know. I'm actually just not that I don't know. I was never really into superheroes and fucking stuff when I was younger. It's just, I fully get it. Like, I know a lot of people well. Like, I liked the first Iron Man movie and that was about it. Like, I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But it's like, I don't know. I'm sort of apathetic about whether or not the good fucking MCU movie is good or bad. Like, I just don't care.
Enemy units have returned to the battle.
Alright. We might be better off to charge here now. Stranger Things is great. I've never watched it. Oh no, that's it. I watched the first episode, then didn't watch any more. I don't know. Doesn't seem like my type of show.
In our favor.
With Vikings, like the rating of England, then everything was kind of shit after that. Yeah. I get it. There's some criticism about Vikings. I get it. It's a fun show with, like, Travis Fimmell's performance. But yeah, I don't know. It's nearly like some shows these days, like, you're nearly better off, like, watching highlights of stuff or watching a cut of it. Like, I used to be really into The Walking Dead, but that was sort of the first TV show I actually, like, sat down and watched properly. Jesus Christ. That fucking show. That show, it would literally just, like, waste time. Like, they're like, oh, okay, how the fuck do we make a 24 episode? Like, if there's a 24 episode show, I'm probably not gonna watch it. Like, I would much rather quality over quantity. Holy shit. That show was, like, notorious for that. And I was like, I think that just about killed my enjoyment of TV shows that, like, waste time, that fucking show. Oh my god. When did that, like, I'm talking, this must have been, like, when did that show, that must have been, like, 2012, 2014. Hey, Emmanuel, hey. Alright, we need to break down this barricade if we're going to get in. Rome was a good show. Yep, definitely. HBO Rome. You should do another Game of Thrones campaign. On what? Medieval 2? Maybe. But no, speaking of Peacekeeper, yeah, I'm a much more fan of those type of shows. Peacekeeper, The Boys, that's fucking great. I actually was blown away by Invincible. Have you guys seen that Amazon Prime show? It's like, I'm not into sort of anime at all, or like cartoons or anything like that. I'm just not into it. But I watched Invincible. I was like, it's a cartoon, is it any good? That was actually wild, that fucking show. I was really, really impressed. Amazon is making some absolute fucking bangers at the moment. We're getting kited down here. We need to stop even going for that then. I sent 2 units, they just got fucked. Chernobyl was a great show, never watched it. I don't know. I hear that and it's like who cares about Chernobyl? Like, who wants it? Like, you shouldn't. You kind of already know what happens. Like, it'd just be. I'd imagine it'd just be sort of like gross shit. Like, I kind of already know sort of the story about Chernobyl and stuff. But, like, do I really want to see fucking people get irradiated? Ugh. And, like, die of irradiation? Fuck. Expectations for the Lord of the Rings show. I hope it doesn't suck. I hope the fucking Game of Thrones show doesn't suck. Because if it's it, that's fucking killed Game of Thrones, like as a TV show. But I don't know, man. I was heavily critical of that show fucking from season 3. I'm much more of a Song of Ice and Fire fan than a bloody Game of Thrones fan. Like, I read the books. I'd read all the books before the second fucking season of the show had come out. And people are like, oh no, the last season of Game of Thrones was bad. Dude, shit was going wrong since, like, season 3. Like, look, I think it, honestly, my opinion is that the show went downhill since season 3. Look, there's some good episodes like Hard Home and the Battle of the Bastards as well, but they got rid of most of the, like, they diverged from the book so fucking hard. Jeez, this is just me talking about TV shows where we're trying to take down the fucking Caledonians here. Is this what this has turned into? I actually don't mind it. I can talk about TV shows and movies. Because I think that's like, as a YouTuber, like, I kind of do my own thing. I sort of, like, play games and then talk to you guys, but I don't really watch. I know what other content creators are doing, like, roughly, like what they're, like, it's good to know. But I don't really have time to sit down and watch them. I prefer listening to podcasts while I'm editing or watching TV shows, just to completely detach. I've been re-watching, currently at the moment I've been re-watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Dude, that's probably my favourite show. I laugh so hard at that show, like, it actually makes me hurt. Like, dude, growing up watching that, I have so much fond memories with my friends, just watching Always Sunny, like, holy fuck. And, like, I haven't re-watched it in probably 10 years, so I'm at, like, season 3 at the moment. Like, Jesus Christ, I actually hurt watching that show. It's so funny. Hey Chance, how you doing? Why are these guys making me run them down? Dude, there's a bunch of people asking about TV shows. Jesus, hang on. Oh, I want to actually go. Oh my god, talk about Dune. Don't get me started on Dune. Oh. Dude, what the fuck is going on here? Decisive victory. I was like, we're getting massively kited. Well, yeah, I suppose we fight this one. We don't have a choice. Fuck, bro. It could very well get to a point where they're just going to charge. Dude, they are rinsing me, what? I suppose it's the bowmen. They're now gone. Yeah, yeah, hit that. We are kind of trading skirmisher-wise. Just gotta be a little bit careful on the speed. Alright, our skirmishers have crushed them there. Make sure you hit that. Watch out for that unit. It looks like it wants to cycle charge. Alright, they're out of ammunition, so maybe just move you back. We'll move the general really up. Yeah, maybe just try and put you in the center. You're out of ammunition as well. I suppose we try and hit the general. I don't know. You might get a miracle shot hitting him. I don't know. Oh, they're starting to advance now. So let's just make a line here. Managed to take out the skirmishers, essentially. Alright, let's move these guys back if you can. And we'll try and hold. Let's see how we go. So they're going to charge in with their cavalry. It'd be interesting to see if their spearmen can punch through mine. Okay, so maybe try and block up the gaps. Like, that's the play. And try and get you guys to hold somewhat of the center. Let's just try and hold.
The men are broken and running
A
for their
unit was
lives.
crushed on that right flank. Shit. We might need to move the general over here then. Or maybe just try and... Right, form up. Yeah, just continue to try and skirmish that. You try and skirmish... Oh, no, the general unit. Yeah, hit the general unit. You need to be on this right side, though. You need to be somewhere here, general. Let's drop a second wind here.
Take out our general. Defend him.
Let's speed things up slightly.
A unit's ammunition is spent.
Alright, still continue to target the general. Move to here. Because they're now buckling. Okay, I just hope we're chipping away a decent amount. We love you, Simpzy. Thanks, Oscar. I appreciate that. I love you too, big fella.
Men are broken and are fleeing.
Gotta spread the love. Alright, try and plug this gap that they're pushing. 54 seconds before another second wind. Oh, you've reformed. Get back into this then. Just need to try and hold and take out as many of them as we can.
A unit is running from the enemy.
Okay, so we've managed to knock out 1,000. The more we can, the better. Because then it just makes it easier for the reinforcing. This is going to make the reinforcing army have an easier job of things. Oh, we've nearly knocked out half of them. Yeah, I don't think we can win this one, but we're going to make them absolutely grind for it. Hell of a slug. This one, it's a slugger. The General's Bodyguard is actually doing the best, to be fair. Alright, swing the slingers here. Some of the cavalry are routing.
Wavering. The men are
Spearmen have capitulated there. Come on, fellas. Just try and hold as long as you can.
The tide of battle turns against us.
We're doing alright.
Their weapons and are fleeing.
We're not going to win, but we're seriously making them work for it. Alright, the center has capitulated. And that's probably it. I'm curious to see the casualties sustained and inflicted for this one. But to be fair, they're probably not going to be able to overly replenish,
Men, run from the enemy. This is shameful.
as they're pretty far from their lands. Dude, this general unit is an absolute Chad. Who is this Saxon Chad down here? Holy shit.
The men have thrown down their weapons and
It ended in a close defeat, eh? We're not at full strength, which is kind of annoying. And we are actually outnumbered, a matter of fact. No matter. Let's fight this one. Get our cavalry to engage them. Yeah, they're just trying to target our ballista. Fucking cringes. We're gonna win there, though.
our general
Make sure the engineers get back on it. Right. The towers still should be fired at. Alright. Let's get the cavalry around on the left flank. Don't get kited. The general's there, which is interesting. Alright, swing around this way. There seems to be like buildings actually blocking, which is super interesting. Yeah, I guess try and skirmish further back at this. 90% fire damage, nearly. Shit. The general's getting really targeted here. Flank. Oh, they can get through there. Why were they not going there before? The arrow tower's been destroyed. We'll fire into that then. Alright, reform the general here. Get one cavalry unit to go after that. You go for this. Target that. That flanked perfectly. Get the catapult to go for something like that. We're nearly in a safe spot to pivot skirmishes around. They're now broken. Come over here. We'll cycle charge with you. We killed the enemy general. Perfect. A little bit on my toes here because I wasn't expecting to be. Them be this hyper aggressive. They turned this into a field battle when it was a defensive siege. Oh shit! Oh god! Fuck! I didn't see that. Oh god! I thought they'd be deploying over here somewhere in the fog of war. They're behind me. Surprise! Oh wow! Dude. I did not see that whatsoever. No one will expect the Saxon Inquisition there. Okay, maybe go for the boat then if they're just gonna chill there. Alright. We got the skirmisher there. Right, how many do they have left now? Oh, only 300, good. We're not getting too many cinematic shots, I'm afraid. It's just a close one. Alright, get around and we'll cycle charge. Still, yeah, continue to fire to hit at the boat. Like, if they're going to skirmish there against me with impunity. Gotta be careful. Good charge there. Perfect. Let's end the battle. Phew! We'd nearly be better off getting inside if we could. Nah, fuck it. Let's play it and see if we can pull out a result. Yeah, although the Western Roman Empire has fallen, a lot of these Romanized factions are still quite strong still. And they're giving us a lot of pain. Alright, let's give out some attack orders. Alright, try and flank. We've revealed their deception. Hidden troops. Alright, try and flank around. Nah, dude, our guys are hot garbage still. They capitulated before we can even get the flank on. Yeah, they're just not capable to even fight. These guys last about 3 seconds. Holy shit. Dude, have I ever eaten kangaroo meat? Yeah, I've had some this year. It's nice. Very bloody, but I don't mind game meat. I've eaten kangaroo.
losing hope. Our men have given up and are
It's
running
just
for
like
their lives.
really, really chewy. Kangaroo steak's probably my favourite actually. The mince isn't too bad. Some people don't like the gamey taste of it though. I get that. Yeah, well this was kind of fucked. Shit. We weren't even better to fuck with this. Yeah, maybe just holding France is a little bit too hard when we don't have all this territory under our control. We really just shouldn't have gone and fought this because...
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Yeah. This army was trash. We do outnumber them slightly. They have got a bunch of their own artillery though. We've got some ballista Onaga though as support. Yeah, let's fight this rebel army I suppose. Hey Simpzy, is this vanilla or modded? It's get a volley and then charge. It'll be worth your sacrifice. Dude coming in with some heat. Right, move back. Maybe even around. To then try and hit the giant ballista here. If we could somehow neutralize that, I think we're good.
The enemy have rallied their units.
Just try and inflict as much damage on them as we can. While we continue to hit them. We're going to lose that cavalry, but it's fine. Hey from Brazil, hey from London. Yeah, where's everyone at? How you all doing? From around the wide world. That's kind of annoying that the gate's open, but it shouldn't be. Can I ever get a shot off myself here? Like, how accurate am I with this thing? Okay, not so much. Yeah, maybe we're better off just hitting with units, hitting the units here then. Yeah, they still haven't gotten the gateway. Right, I might be better off going for something like this. There we go, that's a bit better. Dude, we're farming. That unit's about to capitulate. Oh, we're out of ammunition, seriously? Oh, I guess you guys can't arc the angle that much. Well, they've capitulated, which is interesting. We're skirmishing them back as well. Yeah, I suppose we just sort of cluster up like this. Evening, lads. Hi from Rio de Janeiro, from Gothenburg, Sweden. Netherlands. We're all united by our love for warfare. Yeah, nothing like Total War to bring people together. Yeah, you kind of forget that this game is about like conquering and annexing people. Okay, so we're looking good. Yeah, have they run out of ammunition back there? Maybe, potentially. Because at the moment, we're looking good. Yeah, I guess they're not... I guess this is really a hard of an angle. Yeah, I'd never been to Gothenburg. I've only been to Stockholm. Heard the fish is delicious, apparently. Not the best at the shots, eh? Alright. Our arrow towers are really chipping away at them, so that's the main thing. I'm sorry, Xavier, you can't say stuff like that. I'm gonna put you on a timeout. You can't say stuff overly too divisive in the chat.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Oh, now they're actually hitting me here. What the fuck? Did they somehow equip back up? How did we even destroy one of those? Whoa, they really are splattering us. I'm just trying to think if we should send a unit out to just try and stop them from firing, more or less.
Our gates are utterly destroyed.
Oh god, they are really bombarding us. We might just need to move back,
The enemy is upon us. They're at the wall.
because we don't want to lose this one after the good effort.
The men have thrown down their weapons and
Yeah, they just started really firing against us, because now the gateway's gone. Jeez. Because we still want the arrow towers to continue to hit this general unit here.
excellent.
Yeah, we got rid of the general.
The men are running. Cowards.
Yeah, because we're still... Fucking oath. There we won.
A glorious victory will
Things got a little bit close there. We're actually attacking them on the grassland. I could decline the attack, but no, I'm not going to do so. We'll fight this one. But once this army's freed up, we could probably get it to go and deal with the Saxons, to be fair.
Their tower has fallen.
Sorry, the Romano British. The Saxons. We're the Saxons.
Refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has
Looking at the
rallied.
casualties sustained and inflicted. Oh, 600 have lost, 200. Yeah, so this first army is not doing too well. But like I said, it doesn't bother me if the Franks lose a lot of their units. It's kinda whatever. They're swinging in more units here. Their general's fallen. They've chipped away 300. I'm curious to see how this goes for them. We're still sitting further back.
Disaster! Enemy forces have seized our gates.
They do have some Germanic spears fighting here, but it's pouring down with rain. I can't believe the Franks have decided to help us in this Saxon civil war. They are suicidal, yeah, maybe. To be fair, they've managed to knock out 500. Like, why would I ever move up to help? Like, fuck it. We'll let them chip away at them. Have Tilly them, I don't care. But I was not expecting to do a Saxon civil war in this series whatsoever. Alright, the Franks and the Saxon separatists are really trying to fight in and around this breach. It's kind of cool that, like, there's the Saxons that want to stay in Germany, while the others want to live in England. Jeez, as if they've only chipped away 500. Oh my god. Look, maybe we should help with the cavalry. How about we do that? Because there's a clear attempt we can go here. and help. Because these skirmishers are just rinsing them.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Like, if we can just destroy that, they can go straight for the town square and for the grinder. You know what I mean? Maybe we go and help them there. Because that could make them lose the fight. Okay, let's give out some attack orders here. We'll get a couple volleys off and then we'll try and just run them down. Alright, let's charge in. See, already they capitulated and they're not hitting them in the behind now. Which would have been a massive issue for them. Let's give out some more attack orders here. Alright, they're starting to break through here now, which is pretty good for the Franks. Yeah, look, if you want Tilly Ferdum, I don't really care. Have the fur. Embrace the fur. Do the Jew. Mountain Jew. Okay, they've chipped away half of them, but geez, they've lost 3k. Holy fuck. I guess they really, really want Tilly Ferdum. To be fair, our cavalry's carving up these archers big time. And then, yeah, this army's free to... deal with the Romano-British. Interesting way you have to play this Saxon campaign, to be fair. Look, we've had some misplays here and there, but overall, I think allying up is the best play. Like, I can't imagine us building a Germanic empire and then we wouldn't have had the economy or the military to even fight potentially a Roman faction like the Western Roman Empire. And even if it did fall, those factions that have popped up, I don't even know if we'd be able to destroy, you know what I mean? Like Macedonia, Hispania. Yeah, so I think trying to placate, ally, and try and use the other barbarian factions is definitely the play. This is on very hard, I'm speaking. Maybe taking England on the easier difficulties, easy to normal, is actually easy. I don't know. Alright, so we're just sitting back here still. The Franks are making their way into Tilly Ferdum now. And there's only going to be a small matter of time before the city is ours. Well, theirs, technically, but whatever.
Enemy units have been rallied.
Only 1,000 or so left. Nordic warlords and Germanic warbands are kind of holding them. Jeez. It's nearly about to hit 3,000. They've lost. Oh my god. They've still got plenty of time. Oh, we even draw if the timer runs out anyway. We don't even lose.
The enemy general is fallen.
Perfect. Decisive victory. Alright. Let's fight this one on the battlefield. Swordsman there. I literally see that and think, oh, there's a weak point here. There's no guard mode for these units, or you actually have a formation. Because if you did, I would use it. Maybe get these skirmishers to go on skirmish mode. So where are they coming? Okay, so they're going to come from here, which is interesting. And they're coming from this side as well. Alright, let's... Oh, we might be able to go for this mounted unit here with this cavalry unit. Alright. We really need to probably neutralize these slingers, as a matter of fact. Skirmish into this. Go down here. Okay, they're moving that way. Skirmish against them. Quick to melee mode and charge. Skirmish down into this. Big time. Alright, you go for them. They don't even seem to be attacking me from this other side, so I'm actually going to move these guys to flank. Alright, we're holding here. Slightly advance the skirmishers. I suppose we get the unit to brace. Oh, you need to be... Go. Like, you need to be down here. Like, skirmish. Get a small skirmisher volley off and we'll swing around. Like, run after them. Alright, get these around here. We might be able to win that there. They're holding. Yeah, keep firing into this. Fire into the sword unit, actually, because that's probably what's going to carve us up. We're doing well here. Yeah, if you can go something like that, that'll work. These guys seem to be holding and maintaining. We're starting to get here now. Get hit here now. You skirmish into that. These guys seem to be holding. Maybe if we flank around there, this might be a really, really good charge. The skirmishers are hitting this sword unit really well. Okay, we've won that there. You swing around this. They're fully broken. Form up and then charge down. We might be able to pincer them pretty hard. Perfect. That's been capitulated. You're holding here. The arrow towers are what's going to win us today, the day if we're successful. Keep firing into this. They're wavering. Give out multiple attack orders. They do have additional reinforcements coming in as well, which we have to keep an eye on. But the quicker we can crush this, the better. We're hitting them from multiple sides. Just push. Continue to fire into this. You're dealing with that. Oh, fuck. Did they get smashed, did they? Shit. They got that tower and now it's hitting us. Alright. Keep skirmishing this. Make sure you try and run down as many of these guys as you can, because we're going to have to reform quickly. It's probably worth moving the cavalry unit over here. We need to make sure these guys completely buckle. Okay, they're maintaining. Make sure you brace. Like, we can't afford for them to reform back up. Because these are quite heavy, 40s and 30s still. Make sure they completely rout. And essentially surrender. Okay, try and form up over here. They've actually got a unit flanking there. Okay, we won that engagement, so let's move back up here. They're actually going for this side now. Fuck, they're actually already there. We need to get you over here. Probably same with the general. Alright, skirmish that. Alright, we need to get over here quick. Nearly just try and get everyone over there. The quicker the better. Just need to make sure this fully ends this fight over here.
Men are broken and running for their lives. We will pierce their hearts.
Alright, try and form this up a bit better. Alright, move up, hit that, and we'll pin them. Alright, move into this. Oh, you're the skirmisher. We'll fire into that then. Go over here. Probably send you over here. Go about there. Alright. Shit.
Our men are rallying. They're not done yet.
We need to be cycle charging after that. They still outnumber us numerically. You need to move here. If we can win this, we'll be fine there. Okay, they're winning here. Send another unit over there to help. Skirmishes that we have available, try and fire into this. Maybe even put some firepower over here. What do we got? 64 against what? 133. We might be able to win that with the arrow tower helping. Alright. They're actually going to wrap around here a bit better. Can I get this spear unit over here?
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
Pretty intense, this one. It's going to be super close. Keep skirmishing into this.
Our men have rallied.
We eventually won over here. Alright, you need to quickly get over here, double time. They're starting to cap the tower now, so that's probably a GG's.
A unit has fired all of its ammunition.
How is this getting capped? That makes no sense.
Our men are breaking off.
No, we won here somehow. We'll try and form up. Against them then. I guess we drop a brace here. You can try and go over here. Yeah, just try and get over here to help to some extent. Yeah, let's try and make a hold here. I think just trying to hold the arrow tower is the play. Ugh.
Our men have rallied.
It's going to be a costly enemy victory, I think.
Our advantage has been lost.
I don't think we can out-edge them here.
Our men have regrouped. A unit is running from the enemy. The men's resolve is failing. Our men flee the field of battle. This is
Damn.
a shameful display.
You put up more of a fight than
The men are running, cowards.
what I sort of anticipated, to be fair. Took out a lot of them.
Our men return to the fight.
Valiant defeat. Well, let's put the final nail in the Romano-British coffin and fully bring Saxon England to the fold, eh? Let's fight this one on the battlefield. Wow, this looks gorgeous. The navies do look really cool in Attila. Wild looking. Before we bring Camalodunum under our control. Oh, there's even some here. Well, maybe swing them around here. We've also got these additional reinforcements coming on in. So, I guess it's worth bringing in... Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, their ballista have hit me there. Well, maybe flank around. Dude, they've actually destroyed 2 of them. That's incredibly effective. We might be able to sneakily neutralize them there. Oh, maybe even here as well, to be fair. We don't have any cavalry over here, no. Maybe send 2 units to go after them. You go here. Obviously, you guys are still looking to disembark. Ah, damn. There was units hiding there in the fog of war. That's annoying. Move you back out. Oh, skirmishers. If you're going to get skirmished, you might as well advance slightly. You could set some ambushes in your French territories, potentially snipe off one army at a time. Yeah, look, we can maybe try and retake this French territory. Could be a play. They really are protecting those onagers there. Kind of annoying. Well, now that they moved cavalry there, maybe we go down here. Ah, they're just intertwining with... Wait. They bloody intertwined with swordsmen. Dude, their artillery is so accurate. What the fuck? Compared to ours. Oh my god. Yeah, we're just sort of waiting to rally everyone up and we'll make a charge on into the settlement. Try and skirmish this a bit better. Keep the generals in the rear though. Dude. Pretty funny how our catapults just got taken the fuck out like that. Okay. That looks a lot better. So maybe we break up into some army groups to advance. We still want to try and surround the settlement from multiple angles. If we can. We've got some bowmen here. Go with a heavy shot. And move our skirmishers. Somewhere there. Alright, let's run. We'll keep our generals just behind slightly. Actually, maybe just out of the skirmisher fire range, to be fair. Yeah, because that unit got fully burnt out, so maybe withdraw with you. Maybe still fire down into this, if we can get a good shot. I don't know how overly accurate they're going to be. How's the health of these fellas? It's okay. Maybe just fucking charge it then. Full send it. Thanks for the stream, Simpzy. You've definitely earned a viewer whenever I can. Thanks, Jonathan. I appreciate that. That was very kind of you to say. Yeah, it's been a good one here today. It's been a long one again. Just because I was trying to, like, I wanted to sort of get stuck into the British here in, the Romano British, I should say. In Colchester, but took a lot longer to get to this position than I sort of thought. We got sidetracked by civil wars and stuff. Alright, let's move some of the generals up. Oh god, these guys are still dealing with that unit? Oh my god. Alright, give out some attack orders and try and punch our way through here. But if we can win this battle here today, that's it. All of Britain is under our control. Except for Ireland. But that might be a story for another time. Okay, a lot of these units are capitulating there. Alright, make sure you flank around with these two. Perfect. Let's advance further into the madness of this settlement. Dude. Hopefully this will be peace in our time in Britain. As it burns for the last Roman enclave in Britannia. Good, the cavalry's going to flank around there.
We have laid great chunks of their city to waste.
Make sure everyone's got attack orders. Come on. They've capitulated. Keep pushing. Keep on keeping on.
The men are broken and are fleeing. Enemy units have been rallied.
There we go. Break into this if we can.
Our men are rallying. They're not done yet.
We've done well with the garbage Saxon chads.
Stand and fight, damn you.
Oh god. God, these units are terrible. Holy shit. Well, let's move into the town square. There's only a crossbow unit holding us there. We should be able to punch past it quickly. Maybe flank with you. Yeah, I actually think we needed those reinforcements from France, eh? After all that probably just edged things out for us. Perfect. Close victory in the end. But we won. Britannia, because it's kind of interesting that like it was Western Roman Empire, the barbarians came in, the barbarians have been pushed back a bit, and it's actually, like I said, these smaller Roman kingdoms, Illyria, the Western Roman Empire separatists, these guys have come up, and I think us, well, definitely me, I've been struggling against them, and the Franks. So maybe the Saxons just need a sort of turtle here, but Gilwis unfortunately died, Essler as well, Godwin adopted, acting as sort of the king regency, has worked well. Egbert, the one true king, who hasn't come of age. But yeah, if we are to leave this campaign, we've probably left it in a good spot, to be fair. But it's up to you guys. I could do a little bit more. Maybe head towards that victory condition, that initial one. But we also could move on to something else. I don't know.